And all this so-called friends, see, he gotta wake up now. All who was toasting that glass with him, ain't nobody say nothing for him.
Not a single person.
Ain't nobody say nothing for him.
Guys, Boosie just dropped the most shocking truth about why Jay-Z is walking free while Diddy sits in jail, and trust me, it's not what you think. What I'm about to tell you will completely change how you see this whole situation. What's up, everyone? While everyone's focused on Diddy's downfall, Boosie is revealing the real mastermind who may have orchestrated everything from the shadows. And honestly, when you hear this theory, it's going to blow your mind out in this video. You're going to discover how Jay-Z allegedly played chess while Diddy played checkers. The 3 key moves that kept Jay-Z completely untouchable. Why industry insiders say this conspiracy goes deeper than anyone imagined. And most importantly, how he ultimately got away with it all. So buckle up, because this is about to get crazy. Before we dive into Boosie's explosive claims, let me catch you up real quick on what's happening right now. Diddy is currently sitting in jail facing serious RICO charges. The man has been denied bail 3 times and is potentially facing life in prison. But here's the wild part: he was recently found not guilty on most of the serious charges. According to reports, Diddy is facing life in prison for basically doing what many other entertainers have done.
Diddy is currently in jail. He did his 3rd plea deal attempt, and the judge was supposed to rule on it today, but he needs to go over the evidence, so he's going to rule on it, I believe, next week. But you actually spoke on this. When you talk about Diddy, you said, I feel Diddy in jail for basically doing what every other famous entertainer has done. Flew bitches out for some threesomes. He just freakier. We actually go call women prostitutes who fly in willingly to be with their partners for sex. That's the case. If you've been flued out or you had sex, you should be labeled a prostitute. That's the case that 8% of the women reading this and trafficking. Hell nah. You're a celebrity. You gotta fly pussy in. How else you gonna get pussy? You're never in one place. When I saw that video, I was pissed off at the dude, like he really got a problem of facing life in prison for basically doing what so many other entertainers has done.
Now here's where things get interesting. Boosie was extremely happy about Diddy's not guilty verdict, and honestly, that caught my attention. Why? Because Boosie has been defending Diddy from the very beginning with an unusual level of loyalty. A loyalty that raises some serious questions about his true motivations.
Man, I'm so glad Diddy free, bro. Diddy, sit your down somewhere. That's what you need to do. Grab Stevie J in your chair and get...
But now, things have taken a wild turn. Boosie is allegedly calling out Jay-Z for framing Diddy, and guys, when I tell you this connects to some dark stuff, I mean it.
I feel like Diddy has the best chance of beating his case.
Me too. I don't like to see a black man just brought down like that, you know. Don't get up here and try to salt the man down. Tell the truth. Diddy going tonight?
See, Jay-Z and Diddy have had a decades-long friendship. Both of them have been linked at least through rumors and associations to controversial figures, like R. Kelly. According to various claims, Jay-Z has faced a few rumors himself, and he and Diddy go way back.
See, Jay-Z and Diddy have had a decades-long friendship. Both of them have been connected to controversial figures like R. Kelly, according.
But here's the kicker: Jay-Z's name actually appeared early on in the discussions surrounding the Diddy lawsuit. Some claims online allege that he and Diddy were involved in disturbing behavior with a 15-year-old girl. These are extremely serious allegations, and none of them have been proven in court.
Here's the thing, Jay-Z and Diddy go way back, like back to the days when they were both coming up, so you could say they might just have a lot of respect for each other. But on the other hand, people are like, well, if you've known each other that long, Jay-Z, you must have known what Diddy was on. But Jay-Z has always had a history of keeping quiet.
And now, lawyers are promising to reveal some truly eyebrow-raising names, while industry insiders are finally starting to break their silence. They're saying a day is coming when they will name names that will shock everyone.
Okay, here we go. Jay-Z was the first celebrity name to be dropped in the Diddy lawsuit. Initially, the lawsuit was filed in October, but was refiled today in New York using Jay-Z's full name. According to the victim, Jay-Z and Diddy took turns assaulting her at an after party at the 2000 VMAs. The victim claims when she was 13, she had a friend drop her off at Radio City Music Hall because she wanted to get into the 2000 VMAs. In an effort to gain entry, she started talking to these random limo drivers, one of which was Diddy's. Diddy's driver told her that Diddy liked young girls and he couldn't get her into the VMAs, but he could get her into the after party. She says the driver took her to a big white house with a circle drive. She got out. She was forced to sign an NDA at 13 years old, was given a drink, which made her feel very woozy.
There was even a viral TikTok video circulating that showed supposed screenshots of people who attended Diddy's parties. Now, it's TikTok, so take it with a grain of salt. But I can say this much. Everyone mentioned on that list has crossed paths with Diddy. At one gathering or another, let me ask you something. Have you noticed how quiet Jay-Z has been throughout this entire Diddy situation? While everyone else is talking, Jay-Z has practically disappeared from the spotlight. And trust me, that's no coincidence. 50 Cent picked up on this pattern too. He's been watching who's speaking out versus who's staying silent. In fact, 50 even joked about it by posting a picture of Jay-Z on Instagram, captioning that nobody had seen him, and he posted it right in the middle of the Diddy trial. As 50 put it, Jay ain't been answering his phone.
There would be some eyebrow-raising names, which is why people think Jay-Z is involved. Diddy and Jay-Z have been friends since the 90s, when they were both going up in the music industry. They even collaborated on a track in 1997. On top of that, these two were connected to Aaliyah and R. Kelly, who were married when Aaliyah was only 15. Dame Dash, who co-founded Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z, and dated Aaliyah when she was actually of age.
50 Cent also reacted on the Big Boy TV podcast when asked about Jay-Z's possible involvement in the Diddy case, and let me tell you, he wasn't holding back.
50 Cent is saying that Jay-Z and Beyonce have fled the coop. They are nowhere to be found. Even went as far as putting this image of Jay-Z on a milk carton asking if anybody has seen him.
But here's what's truly alarming about this pattern of silence. Most celebrities are staying quiet during Diddy's crisis, and there's a reason for it. According to industry insiders, much of the celebrity culture that isn't speaking up may be keeping quiet because they were involved in some way.
But I also didn't go to those parties.
Yeah.
So a lot of the celebrity culture that you don't hear saying anything is because they participate.
Think about it logically. If you're innocent, wouldn't you speak up? Wouldn't you defend yourself? But if you're guilty, you stay as quiet as possible and hope the storm passes. Jay-Z's calculated silence isn't just protective, it's strategic. While Diddy has had a more public persona, making him an easy target, Jay-Z has mastered the art of staying in the shadows. Now, this is where Boosie's theory gets really wild, and honestly, it starts to make sense when you look at the timeline. According to Boosie, Cassie was jealous that Young Miami was getting the money and all of Diddy's attention. Cassie was supposedly upset that she had messed up by leaving Diddy and came back seeking the money when she had no other options left. DJ. Vlad and Boosie agreed on one important point. Lawyers like Tony Busby try to extort money from high-profile figures like Diddy. They claimed there were over 100 people harmed by him. But when it came to court, not a single case could be proven. Boosie calls it exactly what it is, a setup.
Hey man, listen, you and I have been through bullshit lawsuits. We know how this works. We know that there's lawyers like Tony Busby, they'll just grab a person out of thin air that you may have met once or twice. And that was my whole point. You're saying that 100 people that you're representing were drugged and raped by Diddy. 100 people. When it went to court, they couldn't find anyone drugged and raped by Diddy, including Cassie.
I told you they built this, man. This is built. They extorted a black man, bro. This is built, bro. That is extortion, bro.
The jealousy factor is real, guys. Boosie explained how Cassie became jealous of the attention and treatment Young Miami was getting from Diddy.
And Young Miami?
What about Young Miami?
She's the nucleus.
She's the nucleus?
She's the nucleus.
Why is that?
She made everybody mad. See, she was the tip and iceberg when they gave that little, you go look at Diddy was with them Asians and all that when he went and got that hood magnet.
And then Boosie drops this bomb about the woman scorned dynamic. He claimed that Cassie got jealous of Young Miami, a classic case of a woman scorned going after Diddy.
You heard the other one say, I got jealous of Young Miami. Young Miami fucked them hoes up. And that bitch with the thing for her man. Got the thing for her man. That's a woman scorned? You can't say, that's scorn, that bitch. I just met her and you done gave her all this. I've been down 9-10 years. That's a woman scorn. Mom, Young Miami fine ass up there. On show. Got her shit together. Make better music than you.
Winning awards.
Winning awards.
That she didn't deserve.
At the award show. My man. Cassie never got a show.
No.
A woman scorned.
I believe
And you know what the man said? Damn, baby, he got her a show. He couldn't even get you a coffee shop.
But here's the part that'll make your jaw drop. The timing of all this was strategic. When Diddy was at his lowest point, Cassie and her husband were reportedly struggling financially. Boosie claims they were at their weakest and used that moment to devise a plan.
They was at their lowest and they devised a plan.
And Boosie isn't holding back about Cassie's ultimate goal. According to him, Cassie just wants Diddy out of the picture and even called her one of the dirtiest women in the game.
Cassie just wants him dead. She wants him dead and she wants to see him get killed.
That's one of the dirtiest women that gonna ever come across.
This shows how personal relationships can be weaponized at exactly the right moment. It's emotional manipulation at its finest, positioning Cassie as a key player in what might be a much bigger game. Here's where it gets really deep, and honestly, it's kind of scary when you think about it. Jay-Z has historical connections to some seriously controversial figures, including our Kelly and Harvey Weinstein people who eventually faced major consequences. But here's the key point. There's a difference between simply knowing someone and taking action when you know something is wrong. According to sources, people have seen Jay-Z in photos with our Kelly, and if you've known someone that long, you have to wonder what he might have known.
Like speculation. People see Jay-Z in a picture of R. Kelly, they're like, I guess they both make music. Then Jay-Z with Harvey Weinstein. People are like, I guess they both do business. Then, of course, Jay-Z with Diddy. Now, hold on. Here's the thing. Jay-Z and Diddy go way back. Like back to the days when they were both coming up. So you could say they might just have a lot of respect for each other. But on the other hand, people are like, well, if you've known each other that long, Jay-Z, you must have known what Diddy was on.
But Jay-Z has an advantage that Diddy never had. Industry insiders say Jay-Z is not sloppy, so he would be tough to catch. But the FBI is pretty good at their jobs.
Diddy's sloppy. He was bound to get caught. Jay-Z, not sloppy. So he would be a tough one to catch. But on the other hand, the FBI is pretty good at their job.
Here's where industry insider Jaguar Wright comes in with some explosive allegations. She's exposing protection systems that most people don't even know exist. According to her, Dream Hampton was being financed and run by Sean Carter. And she even questions how Jay-Z can sit down with Gayle King without facing scrutiny.
Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly?
This exposes how the system really works, folks. Certain figures receive systematic protection, while others end up becoming the scapegoats. It highlights power dynamics in the industry that most people never even notice. Now, this is Boosie's most explosive theory about Jay-Z's ultimate strategy, and once you hear it, everything else starts to make sense. Boosie believes Jay-Z used his resources to redirect attention and control the narrative. According to him, the entire situation was built up as an attempt to extort a powerful black man.
Including Cassie.
I told you they built this, man. This is built. They extorted a black man, bro. This is built, bro. That is extortion, bro.
Look, I called it. If you watch the interview I did right before the trial.
Black, it's extortion.
But what really gets me is the strategic distancing. The timing of Jay-Z's moves, his entire hibernation strategy. Staying completely out of the public eye. Even 50 Cent pointed it out on Instagram, claiming Jay-Z is keeping silent to protect himself. According to 50, Jay is in hibernation and won't be stepping outside until this whole situation with Puff blows over. And here's what ties everything together. Cat Williams called this out long before it all unfolded. He predicted that soon every hidden truth would rise to the surface. He said all these major deviants would eventually be exposed, and every lie would come to light.
It's all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all.
Boosie's theory lays out specific tactics Jay-Z allegedly used to protect himself while Diddy took the fall. It's like watching a master chess player sacrifice a piece to protect the king. Oh, there you have it, Boosie's explosive theory about how Jay-Z allegedly outmaneuvered Diddy and walked away untouched. From the strategic silence to the Cassie connection. From the industry protection system to the calculated chess moves. Every piece lines up in a way that's honestly pretty disturbing, but now I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Boosie's theory holds any weight? Or is this all just industry drama taken to another level? And what other secrets do you think are about to surface? Because if Boosie is right, we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. The implications go way beyond just Diddy and Jay-Z. This could expose an entire system that protects some people while destroying others. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time when we dig even deeper into the industry's darkest secrets. Trust me, this story is far from over, and the truth is going to shock everyone. Stay curious and keep questioning everything you see in the headlines.